Hey YouTube friends and family, Yolanda the gardener here, and today I am going to be tending to these bell peppers. They've been growing in this aerogarden for about 40 days now, and I planted a total of 4 seeds, 2 seeds in each little pot here. And because I wanted to give them more room, I said, I'm not sure if all 4 seeds are going to sprout, but let me just try to see what happens. And sure enough, all 4 seeds sprouted. Go figure. These are California Wonder bell peppers. I got them from grain stock. Yes, the peppers that came from my grain stock, I planted in my aerogarden. So so not only am I going to take one of these out, I'm also going to trim these a little bit. I got some huge leaves here, They need to be just trimmed up, so let's get to it. All right, so first I'm gonna start by giving myself some room to work here. I got my shears here, so I'm going to cut off the bigger leaves at the bottom because there are some smaller leaves going at the top. Got my trash can down here. There are some smaller leaves going at the top, and these are literally like the first leaves that came and grew on the bell pepper, and they just need to come off. So I'm kind of taking my time here, making sure I don't get any of the little baby ones that are sprouting, but these are some big leaves, as you can see. These things are huge. They remind me, they smell like just like bell peppers. They remind me of how big some collard green leaves can get. Now on this, on all of these plants, I do have some buds like peppers up in here. I'll bring you in a little closer so you can actually see it in a minute. But I do have some little bell pepper buds coming in here. So just gonna get a little baby a trim here. And normally I wouldn't care how I chop this thing, but since I'm just inspecting these leaves here, making sure no aphids or anything have gotten to them, and they look pretty good. You see, that's a nice little chop there. Now you look like somebody. Now you look like something there, buddy. Look at that. Isn't that cute? All right. So I'm gonna bring you in a little closer so you can actually see that I actually have bell peppers growing in here. So you got little bell peppers in here, and there's some in all of these, just like that, except for this pot here has 2. Move it back a little bit. This pot here has 2, so I need to definitely clear that out. So I've trimmed this one up a little bit. I want to work my way from right to left instead of left to right. So this one here, so when I separated this one when it was smaller, and this may be a little difficult now because this thing has gotten so big, but when I separated it here, I did not put this inside of one of those grow medium things. I just stuck the plant inside of here. So to my surprise, and to your surprise, once you see this, you're going to see the root system on this thing. It is absolutely massive. Look at that. Look at that. I was not expecting that. I always thought you have to have like one of those little brown things to put these things in. But look at this. The root system on this thing is absolutely massive, and it's very healthy, I might add. So this one is going to go outside on my patio. So I just got a little napkin here just to keep the roots wet and damp while I continue to work. But we're going to plant this bad boy outside. I'm going to put it over here for a second. Look at that. So pretty. All right. Now, and I'm going to plug that hole if I can find other supplies here. I've reorganized my drawers here so that I can work a little bit more efficient while I'm in here. All right, so we got a little cover to plug that hole. Let's put you back down in there, buddy. There we go. All right, so in this one here, I have 2 plants in this one. It looks like something's been eating a hole through this one. I'm not sure if I can take these apart safely. The bigger one though is definitely one I want to keep. So this is gonna, ooh, girl, y'all see that? The root system on this thing definitely needs a little bit of a trim. Definitely we need a little bit of a trim on the root system here. Definitely, look at that. The root system is outrageous on this thing. But that's how you know you got a really healthy plant here. When you have root systems that look, first off, they look that white-ish and not brownish color. And then they don't look like too scrawny. Like some of those roots are, they kind of thick. All right, how are we gonna do this, Yolanda? All right, the root system on this is pretty big. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, as Mike from Mike's Chaotic Gardener. So I thought I pressed the record button on that last little segment there, but I guess I did it. But here you can see I did trim the little guy down here. Let me lower it. I did trim the this one here. I actually cut the second plant off and just trimmed it up a little bit, and I have them over here. One of them is the one that came out of the back there. The other one is one I'm gonna do like a little experiment with to see if this one, I'm gonna do a little experiment with to see if I can still get this one to grow some roots and sprout. I'm not sure if I cut that properly to do that, but it is at an angle. I think what I'm gonna do is put it in some perlite and some vermiculite with some water and just put it in the window to kind of get it to start a root system and see if that works. This one, I'm gonna put it in a pot like I said again. I apologize that I did not record the end of that. I thought I pressed record, I guess I did not. When I look back at the footage, I was like, I did not record anything. Okay, all right. And that is going to be all. Again, if you have enjoyed watching this video, feel free to watch my other videos of my indoor and my aerogarden playlist. I will link it at the end of this video. And as always, I want you all to stay encouraged. And no matter what it is you are trying to pursue in life, do not give up. Keep going. Bye.